Hello Leo, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista and this is your reading for the week of June 10th to 16th, 2019. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of when your next video comes out. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So it just takes a minute for the cards to focus here. Physically, we have the Emperor in reverse. Emotionally, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Mentally, the Star in reverse. And spiritually, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like you're maybe a little bit upside down right now. But here I see there is a sense of freedom starting. A sense of freedom from rules and structures and a very authoritarian, heavy-handed way of moving through the world that maybe it was imposed externally, or maybe it was imposed internally, but there is a letting up of that right now, and that really has you, it's left you with so much open space around you that you're not used to, that it almost has you in a place of near paralysis, a place of not being sure how to move. You used to, when this was all in place, you used to have things all lined up neatly in a row. You had very much a wall around yourself, and you felt stable and perhaps protected, and even oh, I just lost the word. Anyway, it'll come back if it's important. But you were very much isolated in this situation. Maybe you didn't realize how isolated you were, but now that things are starting to loosen up for you, you're starting to feel like you don't have things as neatly in a row as you used to, because there are so many more options. This wall that was around you is starting to come down, and that can feel like you're vulnerable and exposed, but it also allows you to be open to connection in ways that you were not open to connection before. Whereas this has really loosened up, it's really also allowed you to see things for yourself differently, and it's opened up all kinds of horizons for you in order to have a different vision for yourself. You are not clear on that vision. You are not clear on what it is that you want now, as this is so completely different. All bets are off. The rules have been changed, and now there are things that are possible for you that weren't possible before. And it can be perhaps confusing and just not clear right now how much you are able to go for, and how much you are able to set your goals high and have incredibly high hopes for yourself. You're still in this space of finding out, of learning, and it's a difficult process of learning that you're in, and you're very, very focused on what's happening for you physically, and that is causing you to continue to be disconnected from your spirituality altogether. Perhaps this sense of authoritarianism kept you completely cut off spiritually, and now that it has let go, you have something new to learn here. I see a real mirroring in the stance of these two characters here. There's a lot of rigidity and a lot of, yes, stability, but it's a stifling type of stability. And in these two characters here, the stance is changing and opening up. This stance is very, very open, and this stance here is even a bit hopeful, and a bit whimsical. And I'm not sure that you are quite aware of the freedom that's available to you now. You're still very, very much earthbound, and there's not as much balance in terms of balancing earth and spirit, and that's what the star is also about. You can see that this character here is watering both the water and the ground, so they are pouring into their emotions and feeding their emotions, and they are also pouring into the physical and feeding the physical. And it looks like right now for you there needs to be a feeding of the spiritual as well, and allowing your emotions to run free and to move into the spiritual. I'm just sensing a real block to the spiritual. Perhaps that's just not something that you've allowed yourself to be open to before. Maybe that's something that there was just no room for in your old patterns of thinking and in the strictures that were imposed on you, and you're just not even sure how to allow that in and how to move towards that. And that's okay. It's not something that you need to suddenly put on and move forward in. It can be a learning process, and it can be a very grounded learning process. You're in a great position to incorporate those things and bring them in from a very embodied space. And this is looking like a beautiful opportunity for you to move forward. Possibly a challenging one, but definitely a beautiful opportunity. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how things move and how things loosen up for you, and what connections you make this week. It might be a great time to kind of be journaling and documenting what's going on for you, so that you can look back on it later and really see how far you've come. Sometimes we don't realize our own progress until we stop and really take stock of it. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. If you would like a more personalized reading, you can go to my website, the link for which is in the description box below, and I can get started on that for you. And I hope you have an excellent week. Bye-bye.